take care to set on up to Cook. Louisiana Isaac Andrews over Burris. Down to Andrews. Gets it down court. The shot is up. Yes!
And Westdale, you're greatly appreciated.
Baker here for three. Knocks out good shot from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball. Center field. That's going to be pretty good season. That's a high fly ball deep there in the left field. And it's going to be gone! Paul P. Dan Fisher. Good evening, Raider fans, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana, as we got tonight's varsity volleyball action here this evening between the 11-6 Muncie Burris Owls, as they'll be taking on your 12-3 Wapahani Raiders. Again, as always, folks, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius, alongside here with me as cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, we want to welcome you all and thank you for tuning in here on this Thursday night, September the 8th of 2022. As we'll get right into things here, a short Raiders Live pregame show presented by Selma American Legion Post 437. So Wapahani has been on a nice little roll. Played some top-tier teams, and Muncie Burris, one of those top-tier teams once again here tonight. They have a tough schedule as well, 11-6 record. I'm sure they would like to be in a better position record-wise, but like I said, they have a really good strength of schedule. And so, they've set themselves up to be successful, especially towards the end of the season, going into postseason play. This is a tough team right here. This should be a really good ball game here between Wapahani and Muncie Burris. And heck, through the years, the storied history of these two teams is, absolutely outrageous. The matchups that these teams have had, it's been a lot of fun to watch. And, we've seen it last year. Going to see much of it, I'm sure, probably again here tonight. Should be a great matchup, and we're really looking forward to it. And we hope everyone else out there is as well. So, again, we have tonight's starting lineups as well as the national anthem. And the first serve of tonight's matchup coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. We'll take a look here at tonight's rosters. Again, first and foremost for the visiting Muncie Burris Owls. Reserves include number 2, Sarah Groves, number 8, Zoe Ogle, number 19, Allie Bucher, and number 22, Molly Davis. The starters are number 4, Maddie Dungan, number 6, Anna Gu, number 9, Lily Howe, number 11, Maya Trammell, number 15, Aubrey Miller, number 16, Avery Seal, and the libero, number 14, Layla Gonzalez. Muncie Burris is coached by Jim Craig. Starters here for Wapahani include number 1, Briley Felton, also number 2, the libero, number 2, Reese Baker, number 4, Emily Luce, number 6, Sophia Beeson, number 7, Chloe Cook. Got number 11, Macy Bowden, and number 12, Cameron Wise. Again, your Raiders are coached by Katie Weir, assisted by Paige Williamson, Lindy Davis, Madison Gordon, and Kaylin Riddle. So we are ready for tonight's first serve. Again, that will be brought to you by Wapahani. And that's going to be Emily Luce back there to start us off here tonight. Again, here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium at 7:14 p.m. here on this Thursday, September the 8th of 2022. So a quick 1-0 start here for Wapahani. Handled there by Trammell. On the attack that time and off of the hands of Cook and out of bounds. As that will tie it up here at 1. We'll see number 4, Maddie Dungan, back to serve here for the Owls. Again, we do want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, locked in for a great evening of Indiana High School volleyball at its finest. As we'll see Beeson now in the ball game, we'll have Chloe Cook back to serve. Received by number 15, Aubrey Miller. Trammell on the attack on the left side and was quickly rejected by the net. Again, Muncie Burris was just swept by Delta last night. So coming off of a tough loss there, Muncie Burris looking to bounce back in a game like this one here tonight. Beeson left side attack. Sneaks that one in there. That's just off the hands there of Layla Gonzalez. So Beeson will collect the kill as we now have a 3-point Wapahani lead. Was on the attack there, Lily Howe. Beeson once again striking from the left side. And a quick timeout here from Muncie Burris. So a 5-1 start here from Wapahani, set number 1 of the evening. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more following this message from Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
All right, again, folks, welcome back. And following the timeout, again, that commercial brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor there of the IHSAA. Wise there with a block as the Raiders tally point number 6 on the scoreboard. And Chloe Cook still back there to serve. Set up by Dungan and put down with some authority by Howell. And they're going to get Dungan there with a net violation. So 7-1 and another very quick timeout here by Head coach Jim Craig and the Owls. So again, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout. This will be our Kinshaw Properties game break. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Like I said, it's been a busy week here for the Wapahani Lady Raider volleyball team. 3 games in 3 nights. Again, on Tuesday night, they took down Hagerstown in a sweep, got the brooms out, and then did exactly the same thing last night when they traveled over to Eastern Hancock there for an MEC conference matchup there with the Royals. So perfect 3-0 conference record on the season. Looking to continue their winning ways once again here tonight, and off to a great start. Here's both teams back out onto the floor, and we're ready to get going once again. Trammell there to receive that one, set there to her. There's Felton with the dig. Bowden left side to Beeson, and there is no answer right now from the Owls as Beeson continues to go on the attack. Having the hot hand right now as Chloe Cook, again, making sure just keep serving the ball over, keeping it in bounds, making a defense play. Wise on the attack, yes! Off the hand there of Lily Howe. As that one will fall in for a kill for Wise. And that's going to be served out of bounds, but a nice stretch of points here by Wapahani. On the 8-0 run. And so we'll have number 11, Maya Trammell, back to serve. Handled by Luce, set to Wise. Great pass. An even better set. And then the kill brought to you by Cameron Wise. Set to perfection. Miller will just get it over there for the Owls. Bowden back to Beeson. That's out of bounds that time around. And a lot of force behind that ball. As we'll see number 9, Lily Howe, back to serve. Jump serve there from Howe, handled by Luce. Beeson this from the right side. That's going to be dug out by number 4, Dungan. And Miller will collect the kill for Muncie Burris. Again, Rich just coming in a moment ago. Get the job done there and force Muncie Burris into a lift call. As we'll have Anna Buck now seeing her first action of the evening for Wapahani. We'll have Cameron Wise back to serve. Trammell receives it, but again, set up very close to the net. Luckily, the Owls were able to handle the situation here. Miller from the left side. Right there was met by Buck. Bowden will dig it out. Baker's going to set things up here for Beeson. Wise gets a hand on it. Beeson sends it there into the back row. Here comes Miller once again from the left side. No touch. Out of bounds. Point Wapahani. Off there to the right side, nearly sent that one into the stands. The free ball, here we go, set to Buck, and that's going to be 4 hits. Very unfortunate, because you look like, tell you what, that was set up for the kill, definitely right there for Wapahani. So unfortunately that time not able to execute it. So Dungan, as well as Trammell, Seal, and Howe out there on the floor. Buck that time. Nearly a miscommunication there on behalf of the Owls. Here comes Beeson one more time. Yes, Sophia Beeson. So we've got Reese Baker back to serve. Chloe Cook re-enters the rotation. Handled there by Gonzalez. Set up, and that will be number 6, Anna Gu there with a kill. Serve there from Aubrey Miller just a moment ago. Buck from the middle. And Muncie Burris get it back across. Dungan gets it done. A 13-7 game here in set number 1. And that's going to be served out of bounds. Point goes right back into the favor of Wapahani. We'll see Briley Felton returning to the floor for Lauren Rich. And Briley will now be back to serve. Gonzalez right there. Felton will dig it out. Set up to Cook. Bring in the hammer. Trammell will get it back across there for the Owls. Baker, Bowden, Buck. The killer bees strike again. So Buck gets the kill. Beautiful pass from Baker. The setup from Bowden. Poetry in motion, folks. Nice hustle right there from number 16, Seal. And 4 hits as the woes continue here, really starting to mount here for Muncie Burris. Now find themselves down by 10, and Felton will serve that one out of bounds. Still in the driver's seat, but definitely a little bit of a momentum killer, as number 14, Layla Gonzalez, will be back to serve. Just in front of Baker. That will be an ace for Gonzalez. Felton, Bowden, Buck. That's going to get it done right there. So Buck notches another kill. In comes Emily Luce. And Emily will now be back to serve here with an 18-9 lead. And that one's going to be served out of bounds. So a couple of service errors the last couple times around here for Wapahani. Got to minimize that as much as possible. Bowden's going to chase that down. Wise across there after the Gonzalez dig and hit out of bounds by Trammell from the left side. So returning again to Wapahani's side of the floor, that is Sophia Beeson. Chloe Cook back there to serve, and another service error. Heaven's sakes. 3 in a row for Wapahani. Baker sets it up to Beeson. Full steam ahead. Nice dig there from Trammell. And that is a kill from Miller. That was off the hand. I couldn't tell if that was off of Bowden or Wise, but still, nonetheless, Miller got the kill, and that's all that really matters. Oh, nice job, but unfortunately hit out of bounds, and that's going to force Wapahani to take a timeout. 19-13. Raiders on top here in set number one. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with more right after this timeout here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. So both teams making their way back out onto the court. Wapahani's already out there. It's Raiders 19, Owls 13 here in set number one. Belton received that one. Bowden there with a back set to Wise. Slamming that one right on down the line. Perfect execution, wide open right there in that back right corner. Macy Bowden back there to serve. Trammell received it. Dungan sets it there to Howe. And we're going to have a so they're saying a point there for Wapahani. Okay. So originally it was thought that Wapahani touched that, and that's why it went out of bounds. That's a stuffing from Lily Howe. But again, that was the reason why Wapahani got the point, because they'd end up saying that it was not touched by the Raiders. Gave us the point, and at the time a 22-13 lead. Baker, Bowden, Wise, and that is the recipe for point number 22. Substitution here, we'll have Anna Buck in for Emily Luce. Cameron Wise back to serve. Man, Aubrey Miller flying through the air. Bringing the house down with a hit like that from Miller. So we've got Avery Seal back to serve. Bowden's there to defend it, and Beeson will not get that ball over the net. And we've got another timeout here from Wapahani. So it's 22-16 Raiders. Again, neither team with a timeout remaining. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with more following this brief message from the IHSAA.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. they're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
All right, welcome back in from the timeout. 22-16 Wapahani. We've got Seal back to serve right out of the timeout. Wise receives it, Bowden sets it. And a little mistiming and some miscommunication on who that was going to. And 4 hits again. And so down the stretch here, Wapahani has fallen apart. Again, had about a 10, 11-point lead. Much closer, obviously, than what it was. And what an unfortunate thing to happen there to Muncie Burris at a time like this. You get right back into this ball game. Really, and in all honesty, have some momentum, quite a bit of momentum there on your side. But really a shot in the foot with a service error like that. Bowden's there to dig it out. Baker will set it up here to Wise in the back row. Dungan, dug by Bowden. Baker over to Cook. Yes! Point 24 for Wapahani. And so we have arrived at set point 24-18. And Buck will get it done to send us to the locker room here with a 1-9 lead. 25-18, Wapahani takes it. Again, stay right here with us, folks. Again, we'll have set number 2 coming up momentarily here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Moments we live for, we celebrate, we must protect. This is what the IHSAA Foundation does every day. By providing scholarships to student athletes, developing coaches and athletic directors, recruiting and retaining high school officials, and awarding grants to IHSAA member schools, we can protect the future of high school sports for the next generation of Hoosiers. Will you join us? We need your help on our team. Donate today at ihsaafoundation.org.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Our company's mantra has been and will always be humans over houses. For the last several years, we have been able to help people follow our mission statement, which is enriching lives by helping people find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate has premier real estate agents ready to assist you with commercial properties, new construction, residential homes, or investment properties, no matter if you are looking to purchase or to sell. We are skilled negotiators, tenacious marketers, and fearless advocates for our clients. We want them to feel the passion we have for what we do and the professionalism we exemplify while we do it. Our clients depend on us to have grit and determination when we represent them. We roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every interaction, every time.
Hi, I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
We stand for doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. We deliver integrity in all we do through our uncompromising ethical principles and values. Our clients count on us not to only help them buy or sell their home, but to make sure the process is infused with joy. We strive to bring a smile to their faces as they enter the next phase of their lives. Call Next Home Elite Real Estate today. We are here to help you.
All right, welcome back here, folks, to the Ken Shaw Properties game break. Wapahani 25, Owls 18 in the first set right there as the Raiders own a 1-0 lead here in front of a pretty good crowd out here from Raider Gymnasium on both sides. So nice to have everyone out here supporting both teams. Again, you got to love Indiana High School volleyball, especially here in Delaware County. Top notch, and we're seeing some of the two of the best right here this evening here in Muncie, Burris, and Wapahani. So again, very appreciative of everyone for tuning in and spending your Thursday night here with us. I know you all could probably be doing something else, but we appreciate all of you, and hope you all enjoy the rest of the broadcast here as we get set number 2 underway. Again, if you are just now joining us here for the first time, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Trammell will punch it over there. Wise digs it out and set up to Cook, and that's going to be 4 hits. Had quite a bit of trouble here this evening with that. I believe that's already, or at least 4th or 5th time that that's happened, where we've gotten a 4-hit call on us. And that's going to be served out of bounds there by Gonzalez. So it evens us up here at 1 as number 4, Emily Luce, will sub onto the floor here for Anna Buck. And Emily will now be back to serve. Set to Wise. Beautiful setup there by Macy Bowden. And a well-executed ball there by Cameron Wise, stamping that one right down there in the middle of the floor. Set to Howell, and nobody's going to get to it in time. So the kill for Howell will even it up here at 2. We'll have number 4, Maddie Dungan, back to serve. Bowden will set that one up. Left side attack by Cook. That finds the back line. Beautiful shot. Again, nobody able to get to it. Just another well-placed ball. An excellent court vision there from Cook. And the Raiders now, as they lead at 3-2. Trammell there initially received that one. And that's going to be hit out of bounds. And there's an ace for Cook. A little difficulty between Miller and Trammell right there as far as who was going to take that ball. Going right back there to him. Howe will get it over and does much more than just get it over. I think it might have caught Felton off guard. It ends up in a 5-3 ball game now with Trammell back to serve. Beeson also returning to the floor for Wapahani. And we've got a net violation on the Owls. We'll see number 5, Lauren Rich, back in for Briley Felton. And Macy Bowden will be back to serve. Then Howe bringing the force right there. Baker unable to handle it. So Hannah Goo back in, and now serving will be number 9, Lily Howe. 6-4 Wapahani lead here in set number 2. Again, the Raiders with a 1-set-to-none lead as they took the opening set 25-18. Oh, beautiful job right there by the Owls. Great hustle, but then Wise will still make them pay. So a solid job there by the Owls just to even get the ball back over the net. The hustle, especially right there at the end by Dungan, to get the ball back over, but the Raiders again was able to do just enough right there at the end to set up Wise perfectly. There's Cameron also just collecting an ace. So some good action here by the Raiders as Wise will now serve that one into the net. 8-5 now with number 16, Avery Seal, back to serve. Trammell digs that one out, set to Dungan. And Buck trying to get it back there. Dungan with the left-handed kill. Shank there by Wise ends up being an ace. And now that will make that just a slim 1-point lead for Wapahani. Baker, Bowden. And again, I don't know. To me, it looked like that was set up to Buck. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure what happened right there. All I know is that Muncie Burris collects on another point off of another Wapahani miscue. Mercer. That's how you lay the Samaka down on the volleyball right there, folks. Brought to you by Cameron Wise. So 9-8. Reese Baker back to serve. Chloe Cook returns to the floor for Sophia Beeson. And we're going to get a lift call. And again, we'll see if Wapahani can again start to generate a little bit more momentum again. Kind of been a little quiet here in the second set, a little bit more back and forth as Rich will hit that one out of bounds. So 10-9 is number 15, Aubrey Miller. We'll be back to serve here behind the service line. So Rich strikes Rich right there for Wapahani. So that gives the Raiders a much-needed point here. Another 2-point lead. Briley Felton in the game and back to serve. Gonzalez received it, set to Dungan. Baker there to dig it out. Bowden there to set it up. And Chloe Cook there to put it down. And another service there. So Gonzalez serving for Muncie Burris, again down by 2. Felton received it there. Bowden with the left side there to Wise. And again, flying through the air from the back row, putting a hammering on the ball. As Emily Luce will return to the floor once again for Anna Buck. Emily back to serve. Tramble there to receive it. Dungan there with the left-handed touch. Bowden back to Wise and didn't quite get it over. Great idea. Just unfortunately not executed the way she was looking to go there for herself in that direction. Chloe Cook adding some flavor into things with a big-time hit there. So Beeson now returns to the floor. We've got Cook back to serve. And there's Lily Howe right there from the middle, continuing to have success and really put the Owls still in a position to where, they're obviously not out of it by any means. You're only down by a couple of points. But the Owls have played much better here in this second set. Unfortunately for Wapahani, we haven't been quite as solid, but we've still got the lead. Loose to Bowden to Wise, and that ends up in the student section. So Lauren Rich back in here. Macy Bowden back to serve. A 15-13 Wapahani lead. Got very much a tight one here in set number 2. Baker's going to set it up to Beeson and hits that one square into the net. Left side, Rich hits that one out of bounds, and we are tied at 15. Nice job there by Bowden to chase it down, but Beeson, again, not able to keep that inside the line. And so Muncie Burris has taken a lead, 16-15, and a timeout here from Wapahani. First charge timeout here in set number 2. We'll step aside for a timeout of our own. Again, it's Muncie Burris 16, Wapahani 15. We'll be back with more right after this. All right, folks, again, coming back from the break a little early. They didn't use the full time on the scoreboard, so we're going to go with it here, but that's another ace here for Lily Howe. So the Raiders have got to get it together. Shanked off to the right side. Nice save there from Wise. And we're going to have another timeout here from Coach Weir and Wapahani. And so we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout. So whatever words of wisdom Coach Weir was spreading there during that first timeout obviously must not have got too much attention. So hopefully this time we'll kind of change the outlook on things here a little bit and get this team, gathered and hopefully get back after it, because, you're down by 3 right now. Muncie Burris now in the driver's seat. And plain and simple, the Raiders just have not played very well here in set number 2. Which that can all be wiped away rather quickly. Just got to get relocked in, get focused. And make things a little bit easier here on yourself. So we've got Howe back to serve again following the timeout. Let's see how Wapahani reacts. Bruce there receives that one, set to Wise. Here comes Miller, dug by Bowden. Baker's going to set it up to Beeson, and that one's going to fall in for the kill. So again, that gets the crowd into it. You feed off the energy, and you keep rolling with it. So we've got Anna Buck back in the game. You've got Cameron Wise back to serve. Dungan sets it to Miller. And again, full steam ahead here by Aubrey Miller. Quite the outside hitter. It's been quite the thorn in the side here for Wapahani throughout the evening. Her and Howell been 2 of the biggest hitters so far, which is nothing surprising. Baker to Bowden, on to Beeson to the right side. That was a bad call. And that's no disrespect, but that looked to me like that was touched by Muncie Burris. But it happens. We're all human. Buck will get it over. There's Trammell and Beeson. Will get called with a net violation. So make it 21-16. Blocked by Buck. Dungan back at it. Blocked this time by Beeson. Here comes Miller. We've got a block party, but the bad thing is we couldn't keep that one in bounds. So quite the roll the Owls have been on. As the Raiders continuing to having a hard time of finding an answer. Set up to Rich. Whew, much needed point there for Wapahani. So this kind of goes without saying, but the Raiders have got to go on a run. Down 23-17. We've got Baker back to serve. Chloe Cook back in as well. Heck of a dig there from Bowden. Here comes Wise. And that's going to be out of bounds, so I guess so much for that run. So Aubrey Miller back to serve for set point. Set up to Cook. Dug out by Gonzalez. And that's going to be a 2-hit. So subbing in for the Raiders will be Briley Felton. She'll be back to serve. And that's going to be served out of bounds. 25-18. Owls take it here in the second set. We'll step aside. We'll be back here with set number 3 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com. So this game tied at 1 set apiece. Wapahani has got to regroup. That was quite a, and again, I don't want to be mean. I don't want anybody taking it as I'm trying to be mean, but I'm just calling it like it is. That was just demoralizing right there towards the end of that second set. Plain simple as that. So we've got to get our, get our act together and get back after here in set number 3. We'll see how the Raiders respond. And that's a heck of a way to start right there. The block from Wise. So 1-0 Wapahani. See there by Trammell. Howell there on the attack. Nice dig from Baker. Cook will track it down. Baker will get it back across. Miller there to seal. Now to Howell. So we're tied at 1. And we'll have number 4, Maddie Dungan, back to serve. Point goes back there in favor of Wapahani this time. Beeson re-enters the game. Chloe Cook back behind the service line. Miller there to Dungan. Over here over to Trammell, left side, loose. Can't get to it in time. Got to read and react as quickly as possible because these hard-hit balls coming at you quickly. Lily Howe again, just with a little soft touch right there. Very close to the net, too, with her and Dungan. But able to squeak it in just enough. So they take a 4-2 lead. Again, this team looks completely different than what they did in the first set. Much like how Wapahani looks, to be quite frank with you. They have for sure flipped the script. And we're going to have a timeout here from Wapahani. So it's 5-2, set number 3. The Owls lead it. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with more right after this message.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Both teams back out onto the floor. It's a 5-2 Muncie Burris lead here in set number 3. As we'll have number 11, Maya Trammell, back to serve for the Owls. Shank backwards, and that's going to be an ace for Trammell. Trammell will serve that one into the net. Again, a much-needed point here for Wapahani, just to see if we can get anything going again. So Lauren Rich in the game. Macy Bowden back there to serve. Skipped over the top of the net, and that is an ace for Lily Howe. Nice jump serve right there. And that is in there. Lauren Rich sneaks it inside that back line. In comes Anna Buck. And Cameron Wise will now drop back to serve. Seal get it over. Wise hits it backwards. Tips it backwards. Dungan will get called for 2 hits. Direction up in the air. Nice save there by Rich and Bowden. So Anna Gu with the kill. So 10-5 Owls. Nice hustle there by Bowden. After miscue there from Wise. There's Baker, Bowden, Rich. Baker there to recover. Set on to Beeson. Oh, man. Straight down. 10-6. Chloe Cook returns to the floor, and we have Reese Baker back to serve. Handled by Trammell, set right on top of the net, and the 50-50 ball belongs to Anna Buck. Here comes Cook. And just soft touch there was met at the net. I believe that was Dungan. So back to a 4-point lead for Muncie Burris. We'll have number 15, Aubrey Miller, back to serve. And a timeout here from Wapahani. 12-7, Muncie Burris here in set number 3.
You're good at keeping the car clean. Good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
All righty, 12-7, Muncie Burris coming back out of the timeout. We're going to have Aubrey Miller back to serve. Let's see if the Raiders figure it out. Baker, Bowden over to Cook. And that was mishit by Trammell. So it ends up being a kill for Cook. 12-8, Briley Felton back in and back to serve. And there's an ace for Felton. And that's blocked inbounds by Anna Buck. And again, you have something like that happen. Gets the crowd up in, kind of gets them excited a little bit more. Players hopefully can feed off of that. Baker will dig it out. Set up to Cook. Bringing the hammer again off of the fingertips of Avery Seal. And so just like that, we've got a 1-point game, and Muncie Burris will be forced to take a timeout. So a much better reaction from Wapahani and a much better answer. Now you've got to keep bringing that same mindset, that same intensity. Again, folks, just a few reminders. Next week, the Raiders will be back at it again and 3 consecutive nights. Next Tuesday will be at home here against Shenandoah. Next Wednesday on the road again. They will be traveling to Madison Grant. And then next Thursday, we'll be back at home again, an MEC matchup with Randolph Southern. So 2 MEC conference games next week, Tuesday and Thursday at home. They're, like I said, against Shenandoah and Randolph Southern, then that Wednesday game at Madison Grant. So another busy week next week, and then obviously we've had 3 consecutive nights of Lady Raider volleyball this week as well, coming right out of the Labor Day weekend. Bowden left side, set up there to Cook. Holy Moses! Cook absolutely unloading that one. And a bad pass there. Will now tie things up here between Wapahani and Muncie Burris. And you can kind of tell just by the body language here a little bit from Wapahani. They're starting to feel like themselves again here. For whatever reason, they have not played the way that they not only normally play, but are capable of playing. Just took them a little while to figure it out. Obviously, you know, we're still in a neck and neck kind of matchup right now with Muncie Burris. But at least you got to feel better right now with the way you're playing. And that's going to be 4 hits. Good Maddie Dungan back to serve. So the height of Lily Howe prevailed that time. So back to a 3-point lead for Muncie Burris. Again, now as they start to find their footing here a little bit, and Wapahani having some passing issues. Set up to Wise, off of Gonzalez and out of bounds. Plenty of power behind that swing from Wise. We've got Beeson back in the game. Chloe Cook serving. Soft touch here by Howes. Bowden's there. Set on to Beeson. Oh, you've got to make it happen right here. And that's exactly what happens. They made it happen. They got the job done. Again, you know, the Owls just were barely tipping it over the net. You've got to bring the Thunder at some point in time. Oh, the nice setup from Bowden, and then Wise. Again, having the spot-on court vision right there. Seeing a wide-open sideline. Howe from the left side, and my, oh my.
Here comes Wise once again. Coming big time in the clutch. In comes Lauren Rich. And now Macy Bowden back to serve. Blocked by Wise. Setting it up perfectly right here. Bowden on the Wise again. Yes! That was tipped by the Owls. And that's going to tie things up at 18. Handled by Trammell. Set up to Miller, left side attack. And again, the Raiders get there, but can't quite get over the hump there as the Owls still find an answer. So Anna Gu will return to the floor. We've got Lily Howe back to serve. And that's served out of bounds. A rarity right there from Muncie Burris. They have been spot on behind the service line majority of the evening. So Anna Buck will return to the floor. We've got Cameron Wise back to serve, tied at 19. Oh, my. There's another rarity. Having a service error here from Wise. It's such a crucial time to have it. So blocked by Miller. That's 21-19. I do not believe Wapahani has a timeout left. I think they've used both of those. Muncie Burris, I believe, still has one remaining. Shank backwards. 22-19. Baker, Bowden, over to Beeson. Trammell will dig it out. Sent over to Miller. Beeson left side this time. No good as Trammell will pass that one out of bounds. Cook returns to the floor now with Baker back to serve. Nice dig there from Baker. And Rich didn't quite get on top of that one. That was quite the message there from Cook. Signed, sealed, and delivered. So Briley Felton will return and is now back to serve with the Raiders down by a pair. Needing to come up with some points. Baker will dig it out. Bowden on to Cook once again. Nice dig from Gonzalez. And Miller hit that one off the side of the hand and into the net. And we're going to have a timeout from the Owls. So it's Muncie Burris 23, Wapahani 22, and set number 3 tied at 1 set apiece. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Welcome back in here from the timeout. It's 23-22. Muncie Burris leads it by 1. With Briley Felton back to serve for Wapahani. Set up to Trammell. Ooh. I thought that actually might have been touched by Wapahani right there. But nonetheless, it's going to tie it up here at 23. It was close. I mean, I know it hit part of the net, don't get me wrong, but very, very tough to see. Felton will dig it out. Bowden over to Cook. Yes! 24-23. And so now set point for Wapahani. Quite the turnaround here from the Raiders. Now just finish the job. Set up to Dungan. It's blocked, and it's inbounds, and the Raiders take set 3. 25-23. So Wapahani now with a 2-1 lead. Again, coming back from a little bit of a deficit there to work with. Again, you know, Muncie Burris was in the driver's seat, but the Raiders found a way, kept fighting, and clawed their way right back into the thick of things and was able to finish it off right there at the end. So again, a 2-1 lead here for Wapahani. We'll be back here with set number 4 coming up here on your Home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back here, folks. Again, a 2-1 lead for Wapahani heading into the 4th set. And it's been quite the thriller so far. You know, again, Wapahani there in the first set, you know, kind of the, you know, the typical, you know, getting out to a great start. You know, we've seen it from Wapahani this season, really, for the most part here.
done a really solid job coming right out of the gate with, with all kinds of intensity, enthusiasm, and confidence. Then, you get to the latter part there of the first set. We kind of hit a snag. And I think Muncie Burris made more, more of a game there in that first set than probably what it should have been. And again, that's no disrespect towards the Owls. It's just calling like I see it. But the second set, completely different. Muncie Burris completely flipped the switch on and gathered themselves and really got after it. Wapahani could not seem to really find much of an answer, especially towards the latter part of the set. And so luckily in set number 3, even though we didn't necessarily play all that well, we did enough, kept ourselves right there within striking distance, and then was able to respond there at the end and was able to take set number 3 to now put us in the driver's seat. But, if you think the hard work is over, you are definitely mistaken, because now you've got to really work even harder to put Muncie Burris away, which is not a very easy task. Here's Cook, left side, cross court. Heck yes. 2-1 Wapahani. Set up here to Cook. Miller will get there. Trammell gets across. Felton, Bowden, Cook. Yes. So 3-1 Raiders. And a timeout for Muncie Burris. We got a 2-1 lead here. We'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this Kinshaw Properties game break. Again, Kinshaw Properties owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kinshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Ball State area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at www.kenshawproperties.com. And you can contact them at 765-356-1340. Also, big thanks here to East Jackson Auto Sales, located at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana. Owned by Todd Clark, his family-ran dealership has been going strong since 1977 and is known for their honesty and quality pre-owned vehicles that'll leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle that you can rely on. Make sure to check them out on Facebook and contact them at 765-284-3472. And blocked by Wise. And maybe even Cook got a hand in there, possibly. So again, Emily Luce still back to serve for Wapahani. Another good one right there along the sideline to Trammell. Miller there from the back row, dug out by Baker. Back to Wise. What a set and what a kill. Bad pass there. Cook nearly made him pay, but nice job there by Miller staying right there with it. Here comes Cook one more time, dug by Seal. Now Gonzalez to Dungan. Luce will dig it. Bowden to Wise. He's looking for the back corner. Nice job there. I'm not sure. It might have been either Felton or Luce right there with that dig. And that's blocked by Hal. No one's going to fall in again. Howell was right there, initially got the touch. But then didn't quite keep the hands together right on top of the net right there. And snuck right through. The kill there for Wise gives the Raiders a 6-2 lead. Here's Beeson, dug by Miller. Now Dungan over to Trammell. Tell you what, Luce has really done a nice job, and oh goodness. That was a point for the taking right there. And unfortunately the Raiders did not take that one. So Burris be back to serve there with Trammell, 6-3 ball game. Beeson connects that time for the kill. And we'll see a substitution here. It's Lauren Rich in for Briley Felton. Another timeout from Muncie. Burris, 7-3 Wapahani, set number 4. We'll be back with more right after these messages. (7-3) Wapahani. Again, returning from the timeout here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. And Macy Bowden back there to serve just a moment ago. And 4 hits on Muncie Burris. So a yellow card there for head coach Jim Craig here at Muncie Burris. And how the answer this time around. She's been the answer quite a bit. She's had a heck of a game so far. 8-4 now as Howell will be back to serve. And Wise puts it right on the line. 9-4 here. Anna Buck returning for Emily Luce. And Cameron Wise will be back to serve. And there's an ace off of Miller, shanked there to the right side. Tip backwards, and here's Wise again, continuing to deal aces. Back to back. Puts the Raiders ahead by 7. Baker, Bowden on to Rich. Striking Rich. 12-4. Miller left side attack. Gets that one in the net. 13-4. Extremely important to have service pressure. They're really putting the Owls on the heels of their feet. And we're going to have a net violation on Wapahani. Buck right there from the middle, and that's out of bounds. And now a 2-hit call here on Beeson. So 3 consecutive put together here by Muncie Burris. Now back within 6. Wise gets there to it. Bowden will chase it down to set it up for Buck. And Aubrey Miller connects for the kill. So that lead now to 5. And a timeout here by Coach Katie Weir. Not a bad idea right there. Not that she needs my approval, but probably a good time for a timeout right here. Just kind of break up the momentum a little bit here for Muncie Burris. So again, 13-8 Raiders. 2 sets to 1 lead here in the 4th set. We'll be back with more right after this break. All right, again back from the timeout. 13-8 Wapahani. Wise there receives that one, set to Beeson. Deflected well up into the air. That was a nice job right there by Anna Gu. Baker digs it out. Rich keeps it alive as Buck will get it across. Miller there with a soft touch. Again, Bowden playing back, looking for that heavy swing from Miller. Instead, she just props it up right over the extended hands. I believe that was Rich and Baker there, or Rich and Buck. They're on the right side, I believe. Either that or Wise was one of those two. But nonetheless, that was a job well done there from Miller. So Anna Gu getting it done. Sneaks it right over the head and the hand of Rich. Now a 13-10 game here in set number 4. And the Raiders look to be, at least these last 4 or 5 points especially, starting to kind of revert back to their bad ways again. One thing you can ill afford to happen. So that will stop the run. That was a 7-0 run here for Muncie Burris. So a much-needed point. I think that was Buck, I believe, that got the block. So we'll have Baker back to serve. Chloe Cook back into the fold of things here for the Raiders. Left side attack, Cook bringing it right there, but handled by Seal. Now Miller Wise with a dig. Bowden sets it to Buck, and that one's hit out of bounds. So Miller from the back row will get it now to within one. Gonzalez to Dungan. Deflected up in the air enough. Bowden will get there to it. And Rich will get it over. Outstanding job there by the Raiders. Oh, but Dungan unleashes. The left-hander ties it at 14. And now a timeout here from Wapahani. Tie game 14 here in the fourth set. We'll be back right after this break.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Returning back here from the timeout, tied at 14 here, folks. Again, thank you all for tuning in as Chloe Cook sends that ball right to Gonzalez. So she didn't want a whole lot to do with that one. Of course, there was really not much you could do with that one, to be quite honest. Well-struck ball. Gets the Raiders back on top here by one. Baker with the dig. Set up to Cook. And a two-hit call here on the Owls. Blocked by Buck. Felton will get there, set right to Anna. Gonzalez now over to Dungan. There's Wise to dig it out, set to Cook. But not enough on that one. Baker gets there. Bowden, unfortunately, does not. So a 17-15 ball game. Lily Howe back in here. We'll have number 14, Layla Gonzalez, back to serve. And Cook just softly Places it right in between everybody. So Emily Luce will return to the floor. She'll be back to serve. Cook bringing the thunder. So 19-15 Raiders. Loose there with a nice dig. Baker will get it over. How about that? Reese is going to get a kill. And there's an ace from Emily Luce. Yes. 21-15. Seen by Trammell. Set to Miller. Felton lays out for the dig. Bowden will chase it down. Back to Cook again. Yes. And a little mistiming there. As again, unfortunately there for Howe, came up just touch empty, 23-15. Raiders just a couple of points away from a victory here tonight. Got to finish it out. And Muncie Burris continuing to run into some issues. As match point has arrived here, Emily Luce again back to service out. Howe right back to her. Mistiming, miscommunication, and the Raiders win it. 25-15 here in the fourth set. Again, they win the match 3-1. Again, the final scoreline 25-18 Wapahani. Muncie Burris takes set number 2, 25-18. The Raiders came storming back and took set 3, 25-23. And then took it in commanding fashion here in set 4, 25-15. Again, folks, the Raiders will be back in action next Tuesday night right here at home against the Shenandoah Raiders. Again, that'll be a JV start time, 6 o'clock. Varsity game to follow. We hope you all can come on out, support the team. Again, of course, you can watch us right here on the WHS Network. Again, the Raiders now 13-3 here on the season, also 3-0 in the MEC Conference, and looking to continue their winning ways next week. Again, another busy week, like I said, Tuesday here at home against Shenandoah, Wednesday on the road at Madison Grant, and then Thursday back at home here against Randolph Southern. So again, we want to thank you all for tuning in and watching throughout the evening here. A victorious night here for Wapahani. 3-1 over the Owls in quite the barn-burning fashion throughout the evening here. So again, thanks for watching. I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.